Welcome back to Adobe Photoshop CC. We are continuing our tutorials in the levels adjustment. In this tutorial we're going to explore more features of the levels. So I have this image here that I shot from Arches National Park. I'm going to click on the levels adjustment, which is the second icon again here. Again, if you can't find the adjustments, go into Window and choose Adjustments here. And this Properties tab, I'm going to go ahead and drag it so it floats out. And basically I'm going to grab this black needle right here and drag to the right. Now if you remember correctly from last tutorial, I can hold Alt or Option and click there to see if there's any clipping that occurs. And it's actually quite a bit before I see some clipping, so probably around there would probably be good. And then again over here on the whites, do the same thing, hold Alt or Option, and we could start to see some probably about there. And the midtone. So the midtone, I can actually go to the right a little bit and create more of an effect as if this is more of an overcast kind of darkening day. I'm thinking like 0.80 would be really good for this. And this feels like, it's about ready to rain now. It's a pretty nice looking image here. Now I can turn on and off the little icon here to see the difference, so before and after. You'll notice that the levels, once you have adjusted these needles here, you'll create more saturation. So you can use a hue saturation adjustment to desaturate a little bit. So I do that. I click on this little guy here. It's the first icon on the second row here. And with the hue saturation adjustment, the way it works, basically this middle needle here we can desaturate just by dragging back a little bit, maybe to minus 0.6 or minus 0.8. I mean, it's very subtle. You don't want to go too far with it. The hue and the lightness and darkness will be explored in another tutorial, but just to give you an idea here, it just reduces the saturation just a tiny bit, makes it a little bit more natural. So that's something you can play around with. Let's further explore in this other image here, the levels adjustment. So that's our focus today. So what I'm going to do is click on the levels again. This time I'm going to again drag the dark needle in a little bit, and I'm going to hold again that Alt or Option to see if there's any clipping that occurs. It looks like I'm getting a little bit down here, and I'm going to hold Alt or Option up here to get some of that. I think this dark we can go a little bit further, even if we do create some clipping. There's quite a lot of emptiness right here, and this is much more dramatic. The gray, I'm pretty much going to leave it alone here. Now you'll see these three little eyedroppers here. If I click on this second eyedropper, what I can do is pick a mid-gray in the image. Now I could pick a black and pick a white also, but what will happen is it'll end up clipping all those colors. You don't really want to do that. For masking purposes, you can utilize these, but for color adjustments, you basically just want to use the mid-tone. Like if you have a friend out here and you're taking a picture, you can set up a gray card and actually click on the gray card. But I'm noticing down here there's a little bit of gray here, so I think I'm clicking right there. And you notice as soon as I do that, all this green really popped out here. If I click in a different area, you'll see it gets blue and more cool, by clicking in this sort of purple area. But if I click right there, you're going to get all this green and orange to really pop out, and it's just more balanced overall. And then what happens is when you do that, it goes through channel by channel and adjusts these. So the red, the green, and the blue, each channel has been automatically adjusted. So this is a great little device, this mid-gray here. If you can utilize that, that is really quite a nice tool for the levels feature. So again, turning it off and turning it on, pretty powerful stuff. So that's pretty much it for this tutorial on expanding the levels. You could see here we've got the dark, medium, and light. The one thing I do want to mention, if you take the black or the white too far, you can actually knock it back. So I can knock back the light, or I can knock back the dark. But typically, I don't do that for single images. Most of the time when I use that is when I do compositing, where I mix images together. So until next time, see you soon at Adobe Photoshop CC. Cheers.